My name is Tim Harrison. I'm a CPA in the state of Georgia. My practice is located in Gainesville, Georgia, but everything I do is remotely based. So I've got clients in Florida, Illinois, Indiana. I've talked to people in New York, all over. I travel to different places, but kind of my home office is out of Gainesville on that. And my practice has been open for 10 months now, so still relatively new. So in my first 30 days with GoodAccountants.com, I engaged this medical practice, a $6 million medical practice, for annual fees that would be $24,000 per year.
Tim Harrison is the owner of a startup accounting practice that had been in existence for only 10 months. On June 29th, he received a telephone call from GoodAccountants.com concerning a $6 million medical practice that was looking for a new accountant. Paying $5,000 for an entry-level membership, and with no guarantee whatsoever that he would actually get the client, Tim decided to join GoodAccountants.com on that very same day. 4 days later, on July 3rd, he would meet with the physicians group, and only a few weeks later, engage them as his clients for a total of $24,000 a year in recurring billings, the whole process taking less than 30 days. In this videotaped segment, Tim Harrison explains to Jamie Alfala, a senior business consultant with GoodAccountants.com, how his initial $5,000 investment could ultimately generate $250,000 in billings for his practice.
How did you first learn about GoodAccountants.com?
So my firm's been in business for 10 months. About 1 month in, I started trying to find marketing. How do I market? Because people can't contact me if they don't know I exist. So I basically just went and looked. I used LegalZoom to set up my company. I said, well, there's got to be some tools out there for kind of like for accountants. And I just did a Google search and found Good Accountants. So I just called and tried to get information. Basically filled out the initial form. Didn't ever execute on an agreement at that point. So that was in January of 2017. So June 29, 2017, I signed a contract with GoodAccountants.com for their entry-level program. Actually, while I was on the phone with them, I had the appointment confirmation come through while I was on the phone. So, and that appointment was scheduled for July 3rd. So I paid GoodAccountants.com $5,000 on June 29th, and within 30 days I had landed the $6 million medical practice with annual billings of $24,000 per year.
How long do you see yourself holding on to this client in the years ahead?
So I foresee with coming in and being able to help out, continuing to grow with him and offer some additional service offerings with him, getting into more of his track. Because right now we're really trying to help him from the tax planning perspective. So as he continues to grow and gets more of these offices, it's going to become more critical that he understands where his cash is going. So I foresee us being able to retain this client for 5-10 years. So if I retain this medical practice over a 10-year span, I will have total gross revenues of $240,000 over this 10 years on an initial $5,000 investment with GoodAccountants.com.
Good? All right.